When you hear more money and more salary, owners are going to look at that and players are going to look at that as well, because there's going to be more money, more revenue. And that's what it's all about, is making more money. And that's why Roger Goodell is agreeing to this. He wants it. And I agree with Ryan Kelly. Roger Goodell is fine with this because he's going to make more money. Roger Goodell's making what, $54 million this coming year, while these players are putting their bodies in their heads and their knees on the line, and he's not even stepping on the field. And the only time he steps on the field is when he hands off the trophy. So if I was Ryan Kelly, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to speak to the players. I'm going to say what I feel. And I'm going to say, listen, I don't agree with this. I don't think it's safe for us. I don't think it's going to put us in a better position. How much more money are we bringing in? I mean, as players, is it going to give us $2-3 million each extra? If it is, then I'm going to agree to it. If it's only going to give more money to the superstar players, then why am I going to agree to that? There's a lot of possibilities on how this could work. But you see, Roger Goodell is not looking for it to help, the players and make the players richer. He's trying to make the owners richer. He's trying to make the league more richer so it can make him more richer in his pockets. He doesn't care about the players. He tried to push the CTE story under the rug and try to ruin people's careers. And how many NFL players have died from CTE or killed people because of CTE, because of the injuries and the head injuries that they got on a football field. It would worry me right now if I was an NFL player and I'm sitting here today and they're trying to figure out, well, we're going to do a new kickoff rule because it's going to help out. It's going to protect players from getting those big time injuries off of, special teams. But then you're going to add an 18th game where it's going to open up more opportunities for them to hurt their knees, their Achilles, pecs, shoulders, back, and where they could be permanently injured for the rest of their lives. And you've seen guys, there are guys, sensational players that have had back injuries on the football field that ends their careers, neck injuries that end their careers, knee injuries, Achilles injuries. But you're sitting here and it's all you care about is the money that you're bringing in and the money that you're making for the league, instead of worrying about the players and taking care of the players, because the players are what puts fannies in the seats. That's my opinion. And I think Ryan Kelly's absolutely right. If I'm sitting here today and I'm trying to figure out what makes the NFL better, an extra game obviously would put more fans in the seats. It will build more, more publicity for the game, and it'll bring more endorsements. There's no question. And it's all about bringing in more endorsements and more money for a league that's making millions and billions and billions of dollars. But I'm going to sit here today. If I'm a player right now, again, consistently knowing that I'm an injury-prone player, am I going to sit there and say, listen, I got 2-3 years left of my career, even if we take that 18th day and 18th game and that extra game, and we're bringing in more revenue? Am I making that revenue? Am I bringing in that money? Or is the owner just bringing in an extra 10, 30, 40 million dollars from that? And that's the thing. It's not for the players. That's what worries me about this. And that's why you've heard so many people speak out, ex-NFL players speak out on this, not liking this, because even playing that extra game, that extra 17th game, they were complaining about that. For over the years, there were so many injuries, so many happening injuries in the early 2000s that we've seen so many great players have to retire early because of their injuries. That would worry me if I'm an NFL player. I'm a young man who's 28 years old, who has 3 kids that are under the age of 3 and 4 years old. And by the age of 32, 33 years old, I'm walking like a 60-year-old man, and I'm never going to be able to throw a football to them. I'm never going to be able to throw a baseball or shoot a basket with them, because I'm all injury prone for the rest of my life, because I was willing to take that 18th game. I was willing to put my body on the line for the 7 or 8 years, beating myself up for the 18 games a season.